Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nadia Sobrati coming to you live from Queens, New York at nadiasobrati.com. How is everyone doing today? I hope you all are doing well. Facebook is building my audience, and I'm going to wait for you guys to jump in. When you jump in, please let me know where you're coming from so I can give you a shout out, okay? Hey, Linda, what's up, beautiful? You know something, guys? We tried to go live on Be Live TV, right? And we're having some technical problems. It seems like we're always having these technical problems. So, you know, we're actually using, my cell phone now. So, guys, today Linda and I, we want to talk to you all about our, our 5-day challenge, right? So I'm going to invite Linda to the broadcast. And, actually we want to wait for a little more people to jump in, but I'm going to invite Linda right now, and then we're going to cover what we're actually going to be doing on this challenge. All right, guys? Hold on one second. Linda, I'm inviting you. Oh. Okay. Now.
Can you see? Okay, I'm here. I got this, one of these tripods. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my phone on this way because it needs to be vertical.
Yeah.
I
was wondering, I was like, oh my gosh, like you could hear me, but I couldn't hear you. I don't think it was my computer though. Well, I don't know, because we did Zoom earlier, and the Zoom actually, did we do Zoom?
Yeah, we did do Zoom, and we had initial problem, but then you did something with your computer, so.
Yeah, then I fixed it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's, my little tripod's not going to work because I need one that will take the width of the phone, because you can't do this with your phone turned the other way, so. All right.
I don't know what happened with Be Live TV. I was like, what's going on?
I don't know either, because I've used it before.
Me too.
And you can bring 3 people on with that. I don't know if you knew that. You can bring 3 people on.
Yeah.
Be Live. So this is going to have to suffice for now.
It's good. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. We'll manage. So
yeah,
we have a lot of people in our audience right now. They're ready to hear what we have to say.
Okay.
Are you guys excited? I think they're excited.
You think they're excited? Okay. Because it's funny. You and I were discussing this afternoon.
Yes.
And I had said to you, most people don't know how to use social media. We talked about that.
Well, remember, we actually looked at some of their profiles. We did some research on some of their profiles, and they're not getting engagement.
Right. They're not getting any.
It's a major problem.
Right.
It's a major problem,
Right. They're not getting any engagement. When they post something, they don't have their profile set up properly. And we were talking about a couple people I think we both know them. They're on a product from a network marketing company, getting results. And some of them are weight loss. Some of them are addressing a health concern. And then they come on Facebook and they don't know how to market it.
It's true.
And I see it all the time. And I mean, I used to be like, now if people come over to my timeline, I'll post something and get 80, 90 likes. I've posted things that I've gotten over 300 likes. It wasn't always like that.
Exactly.
So I did learn some things, and I had told you this earlier today. I guess it was in January, February. I got a course that Eric Worre did on social media and I didn't realize it, but he had been researching for 18 months. He interviewed 70 of the top people that had the biggest followings on social media and asked them what they did. Okay. And a lot of the stuff that I've been able to, especially like in the last, I'd say 3-4 months, I've been implementing that stuff that I learned in the course. And I'll be willing to share some of this in this challenge. And I've shared some of it with you.
Yeah, you have.
And like today, last night I put a post up, and posting it the way that Eric talks about in the course. And so far today, I've gotten, between last night and today, I've gotten 13 leads, and I got a sign up from that one post.
Nice.
And I just followed what he talks about. And it's really simple, but most people just don't do this. That's the whole thing. And it's not that hard. And maybe some people you just don't know about it. But
I feel like a lot of people, like, they're not consistent
right.
and they just give up too quickly.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because you can't do it for like a day or two, or even like
Yeah, exactly.
a couple weeks. Because believe me, I mean, there was one point I would go post something on my timeline and there was nothing. And now, I mean, I post some things and I think, oh, nobody's gonna like this. So I mean, we'll reiterate that, but there's some things that we're going to talk about and show some people, and whoever decides to do this challenge with us and share with them, that they can actually start implementing right away.
Definitely.
Right.
And I think that would be great to actually show them, because, if you're not getting engagement,
Right.
you cannot convert these into leads. You really can't.
You can't.
And it's very important that, we teach them how to do this correctly so they can start getting results right away.
Right. And it is, I mean, I know we're talking about engagement, but it's involving lead generation, because once you start getting the engagement, you'll find it's very easy to generate leads.
Yes.
At least I mean, I don't think there's anything about this that's difficult. And even if you're on another platform, it doesn't necessarily have to be Facebook. You could use Instagram, any of the other social media platforms. The principles are the same.
Yes.
The technicality and how you actually do it might be a little bit different. So we decided to do this challenge, and we're starting.
Well, this is something totally different than what we have done in the past with the challenges.
Correct.
So this one is going to get them results right away.
Right. If they follow
what we're actually going to be teaching them.
Correct.
If they follow step by step what we're going to be teaching them, they're going to get results right away.
Correct. So if you're not getting any results, anybody that you're on here now, or you're watching the replay, if you're not getting any results on social media, if you're not getting any leads, if you're not getting an engagement, and say you post something and nobody comes and likes your stuff, this will definitely help.
Yes, this is definitely going to help you guys.
Right. And I know Nadia has taken some of these things and just, and done a really good job of it. And you'll find that if you start doing this and you do it consistently, you'll get your own spin to it. Mm-hmm. Because everybody has their own little thing, and it's certainly with Facebook with the emojis, and now if you noticed on your timeline, you've got some of the Halloween ones.
Oh yeah.
That you can, tomorrow's Halloween. So there's a lot, and Facebook is doing those things for the user enjoyment, the emojis.
Facebook is giving us so many different tools to use.
They are.
To get more engagement and stuff like that. And I've noticed, though, like, so many people are not using them. Right. There's a reason why they're there. Right.
Right. And the emojis, I mean, I really like the emojis. Now, I had somebody put a comment on a post I did last week about thought the emojis were ridiculous, that they were wearing out. And I was like, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
It was somebody I know pretty well, actually. And I didn't say anything because, and even with a Facebook ad, some of the emojis will you'll just draw more attention to what you post. I mean, they do work. The color things do too. So
it all works.
Right. So we're going to start this on Monday. Monday is November 6th. It's 5 days.
5 days.
We've got a group already set up. And for anybody that you're looking to get more engagement on Facebook or any of the social media platforms, this is for you. Or maybe even you're brand new and you just haven't been able to figure any of this out.
Exactly.
Right. So, that's why we're doing it. And if you're not getting any, I mean, you should, if you're on Facebook or Instagram or any of the platforms, if you've been on it for any length of time, you really should be able to get leads from it. Because I generate leads every day off of Facebook.
Me too.
Even if I don't do anything, I still generate leads. So if you start, and it's like a muscle. Wouldn't you say that, Nadia, that this is like a muscle? I mean, you have to build it up.
You have to listen.
Right.
If you're not going to build this up and you're not going to be focused on this, you're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
You're really not. And so many people are having such a difficult time to even generate one lead.
Right.
So we're going to be teaching you guys how to do engagement, how to convert your engagement
right.
into leads.
Right.
This is what we're going to teach you guys. You're going to start getting results.
If you implement what we say, and we have a training scheduled for the first night that we'll get on Zoom call, we'll show you. And actually, I think it's one of the fundamental things when I see that people don't have it correctly the way that it should be to attract people. And the attraction marketing thing does work. But if you're not doing the right kinds of things on social media, you're not going to be attracting the audience that you want.
Exactly.
Right. And I cringe a lot of the times when I see stuff coming down my timeline because people just don't know the things that people are posting. They're not attracting people, they're repelling.
And the thing is, we see them all the time, guys. We see everything that's posted because, it's in our timeline.
Right.
We see everything that's posted.
Right.
And some of you guys are not, like, you're posting your products all over your page or your business or whatever it is you're promoting. And this is not... And Linda, remember we went into some of these people's page when we looked at what they're doing? They're not getting any engagement. They're getting no engagement at all.
And I don't want to name anybody, but there's a couple of people, and I don't know if they're on here, but I'll see their posts come through my timeline, and I just I could come on Facebook, and I don't think I'm better than anybody. I could come on Facebook and just really spend the whole day, if I see things that I see people do, that it's not really going to move you forward. In fact, you're repelling people. And I could spend all day, and saying, hey, you probably don't want to do this. Why don't you try this? That's not what I'm on Facebook to do. And I don't have the time. If somebody wants to hire me privately, I'll watch every single thing you do. But I see it all the time. And it's really, I just want to cringe.
I know. Because they have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea.
Right. Right. They don't. And it's and I knew some of this stuff before I got Eric's course, but he really went into some detail about things. And actually, interviewing 70 people that have the biggest followings on social media, they know what they're doing.
Of course.
Right. Right. So, anybody that you're on here and you're interested, you could be watching this on Nadia's timeline or mine. Put a yes in the comments. We will get back to you about it.
Or you could put a yes and private message us.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is perfect. Put a yes on the comment section and then private message us. Okay, guys? And we'll get back to you.
Right. Let us know that you want to, do the challenge. We have a group up already. We're not officially starting till Monday. And we have a couple, we've got some different things planned. And certainly we're going to be doing, implementing Facebook Live in this, because I'm telling you, if you guys aren't going live, you want to be going live. And like last week, just to tell you how powerful this is, I did a Facebook Live, and I got like 9 leads off of it. And I signed 4 people up from
I know. Well, just from that one live you did. I was like, wow, you know what I mean?
Right. So if you're not doing it and maybe you got an issue, you don't want to get on camera. I get that. It can be scary. But you have to really start digging in deeper, and we'll put you in an environment, like, even if, if you've never done video before, your first ones are going to suck.
But you know what, guys? It's okay. It's going to be a closed group. No one is going to be seeing what you're doing. It's just going to be us. And the reason, it's just going to be us. It's going to be a private group. So, no, listen, we did quite a few challenges before, and we had a lot of people that never did a live before. And at the end of the challenge, they were more comfortable.
And they went live for the first time. There were a bunch of them.
Yes. So listen, it's perfectly okay. Like when I started, I had no one to help me. I had to learn on my own. And what Linda and I were doing, we're trying to help you guys out, because we know what you guys are struggling with. We know what you're struggling with, because we've been there.
Right. Right. And it's, I didn't have a lot, and Facebook Live wasn't around. Live stream didn't exist when but I didn't have a lot of help either. and you find that you just, I mean, if you have some help, you'll move through things faster. You really will. If you have somebody
Yes.
that's doing it, that you can ask questions. And I didn't really have, too many people that I could go to. And there's certain things that you just don't ask. You don't go to an 8-figure earner, some of these questions. You just don't do it. I mean, they just don't have that kind of time. And I mean, I think I would have moved along faster.
Yeah.
If I had something that, I could lean on, because, and if you haven't gone live before, I mean, I remember before I did my first 4 videos, I just swore I'd never get on video. And I just got to the point, like,
Because
screw
you
it.
got over your fear. You knew, like, if you want to be successful in this business, you have to do it. Where else are you going to be like getting massive exposure?
Right.
Where else?
Right. And video marketing and live stream is even more powerful. I mean, I have videos now I cut 3 years ago that somebody goes to that video on YouTube, they find me, and then they come over to Facebook and connect with me there. I mean, I get at least a few of those a week from a video I could have done. So, I mean, for every video you do, I look at it, it's like a little piece of real estate out there. And if you take something that you learned,
yes,
do a video about it and share it, because the reality is there's somebody out there that's trying to figure out how to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Right. And you can take your Facebook Live and you can turn it into a blog post too. You can take any video. And
you can take any video, you can upload it into your blog, and you can just write the content.
Right. Right.
Exactly what the video is about. Guys, it's not that difficult to do as long as you know what you're doing.
Right.
It's not that difficult.
Right. So, I mean, if you're not using live stream, I mean, right now it's about 20% of the internet traffic. By 2020, it's going to be 80% of the internet traffic. So if you're not using it, you really want to, I mean, if you've got an issue, start working on it now. I mean, if you've got an issue getting a camera, start working on it now, because 2020 is not that far away. And it's just, and all the platforms, if they don't have a venue for you to go live, they will. I'm sure of it. The Snapchat, do you know?
Snapchat? You know what? I use Snapchat for pictures. I don't know if you can go live.
Okay. All right. No, I
usually videotape myself and then save it, and then I post it all over Facebook. Okay. Listen, it works. I get a lot of engagement with that.
Okay. I know you've done it for some of the graphics, but I didn't know if they had a live stream. If they don't, I think they probably will at some point, because they're all working towards that. But yeah, if you guys aren't going live, and if it's an issue, that you're afraid to get on camera, this is a good environment, because you'll get some support.
Exactly. And
we've had quite a few people that have come through some of these challenges that they never have gone live before, and they've gone live for the first time. So for just that alone, to get you started, because if you start getting in the habit of doing these, I'm telling you, every time I go live, I don't always get sales. It depends on what I'm talking about, but I get leads.
Listen, going live is better than any kind of content you can actually produce.
It is. It is.
People love watching live videos. People don't like to read, guys. They don't like to read. Right. They rather watch a video than read your content, which is true.
It's true. And more people, they're just coming to the internet to consume information. But the old ways that think about it, when you're trying to find something out, you go to Google and you start searching on it. And I did hear that, and maybe this is by 2020, that Mark Zuckerberg really wants to make Facebook an all video platform. Now, whether that's going to be, don't hold me to it, but whether that's going to be true.
I heard that too.
You heard that too? Okay. So there's probably some truth to it. And I think he realizes how much of the internet traffic, it just keeps increasing to live stream. And Facebook was Periscope was out before Facebook. Yeah, it was. Periscope was out. But you just don't hear about Periscope as much as you hear about Facebook Live.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So, Nadia, if you have something else you want to add to this, we're starting Monday.
We start Monday, guys. We start Monday, and if you want to reach out to us, comment yes on the comment section and message us directly. Whether it's Linda or myself. Message us directly, so we know exactly who is messaging us.
Right, and we can get you into the group. The group is set up. and you can see what, what we have planned out. And we do have a training we're going to do. I think it's a pretty basic training on Monday night that, because most people aren't, to get, at least set you on the right path, because a lot of people, they just don't, they come on Facebook, they don't know what to do.
No, they have no idea. I have people messaging me and they're like, Nadia, well, I don't know what to do. Because they join me in my other business and they're like, Nadia, well, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to do that, And I was like, well, you know what? This is what we're going to be doing on the 6th. You know what I mean? To show you all this stuff. Because it's difficult for me to show each person how to do this.
Right.
When different people messaging you because they're not doing well in their business, they're like, well, I'm not getting any engagement. I'm doing videos. I'm not getting engagement. There's a lot to be learned. There's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of ingredients, guys, to build this.
Right. And social media is huge. And just Facebook alone, there's over 2 billion people with active accounts. I mean, I've generated like over 15,000 free leads just off of Facebook. I've made a ton of connections. I've gotten sales and stuff. And Facebook Live, I mean, if I go live, I'm going to get something. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm going to get something.
Oh, exactly.
So if you guys aren't using it in your marketing, you really want to start using it. And there's, it's great to be able to do the post with the emojis, and if you can find some cool images, that's good too. But Facebook Live is better.
Facebook Live is better, guys. Facebook Live is better.
For sure.
Listen. You know how many people are going to be viewing your videos? And your videos, they can view it today, tomorrow, next week, next year, the year before. Right. I mean, the year after.
Right.
Your videos are always going to be playing, guys. You're going to get massive, massive exposure. So many people are going to know who you are.
Right.
And I know it's intimidating, it's scary, but you got to get over your fear. I've been there. Linda have been there. We've both been there. And I know so many of you have been there. So big deal. You're going to make a mistake. We all have.
Right.
We all have, and it takes time. You know what I mean? We all have. But you're going to get over that fear. The more you do it, the better you're going to become.
Right. And the first time, the first time's definitely the worst.
Oh, yeah.
And you can come into a supportive environment. When you're done, you can come. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but you can come in, put your video in. We'll give you some feedback. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that either. I mean, I'm not going to force anybody. I don't think Nadia is either. Yeah. But if you want some support, because I can look at a Facebook Live and probably give you some tips of just some things that I've learned. I'm sure Nadia has too, that if you change it or you correct it, that you'll get more engagement.
Exactly. And this is what everyone needs, guys. You want to get engagement. You want to get engagement, and you want to turn these engagement into leads.
Right. You want to turn them
into. This is what you guys want to do. You want to turn them into leads. And you're going to be so happy when you actually get your first lead.
Right.
I know I was when I got my first lead a year. I posted all over Facebook because I didn't think it was possible to do that.
Yeah, I think that was before you and I met, because I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, that was way before you and I met.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't post them on Facebook because, I generated a lot of leads. But when I first got started, I was like, wow, because they tell you celebrate the small wins.
Right.
When you celebrate the small wins and you win bigger, then you start, you know what I mean? So. Right.
And if you don't, maybe you don't have to say, maybe you haven't generated any leads. You're looking for your first leads. That's fine. I mean, everybody has to start somewhere, or maybe it's your first video. You have to start somewhere. And I mean, I just struggled with it for the longest time. And I swore, this is somebody now I've cut over 2,000 videos. I swore I would never get on camera. I was telling Nadia over the weekend, I was trying to rank some videos on YouTube. I went live 8 times on YouTube over the weekend.
She is like, I was like 8 times?
Yeah. Well, now
I haven't gone 8 times in one day. Linda's on a mission.
Well, that was 2 days, but now I'm able to. I logged into my bank account the other day and I had a deposit there from Google. That was from YouTube. They're paying me. I go live on Facebook, but there's other venues. I don't know about Instagram. I know they've got a live stream. I don't know how it works. You don't necessarily have to pick Facebook, but pick one of them. I started with YouTube because there was no live stream. If you wanted to do videos, you had to go over to YouTube. You had to. And now, I just broke 500,000 views. I'm not giving YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not gonna.
great.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no, because you work really hard to do that. Why would you want to give that up?
right,
I mean, I
right.
have a lot of my videos uploaded on YouTube, but I'm not getting that type of kind of views that you're getting. But that's because I need to do some more things. I need to do keyword research, and I also need to, go live on YouTube. I'm not going live on YouTube soon.
And it's volume too. And honestly, just I think at the end of June, I really just started going live because somebody said to me,
Yeah,
and it's true. On YouTube, they're paying more attention to it too. So I really haven't, I'm not really doing regular YouTube videos anymore. I'm going live. So
yeah,
whatever, I mean, just pick a platform and
exactly.
utilize the live stream because that's what I mean, they're all paying more attention to it, especially Facebook. Pick one. And I'm
That,
sure the other platforms that don't have it, they're going to have it at some point. I mean, I don't know, but Instagram's got it, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope's over on Twitter. I don't know about the other I'm sure that they're going to come, and I'm hearing rumors they're going to come out with an app that when you
mm,
go live, you'll be able to go live on, if you're over on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and some of that you'll just need this one app and you'll go
yeah,
live in a bunch of different places.
which is
Um,
great. You know what? I need that because I have, I'm on all the other social media platforms.
so,
So I can't wait to get that app because then I can do like one live stream and everyone will be able to view it. You know what this is going to do for your audience?
oh, I know. I
So
mean, I'm
many,
waiting
you're
for
going to
the
get like
guy.
massive exposure from every platform. I'm waiting for that.
And I mean, I think he's trying to do something in beta. I said, if you're looking for a beta test group, I'd be
Yeah.
open to using it. But I mean, it's in the works, but I've been hearing that for a while. But that would be, I mean, when I go live on my own page, I do go out on Twitter and LinkedIn and then to Facebook groups. I can syndicate
Okay.
to those places at once, but it's not going to YouTube. It's not going to Instagram. If that app, comes to market and it's something, you can get your hands on, it'll be huge because you're right. I mean, I can go live once on, YouTube or Facebook and be in both
Yeah.
places. And because right now I'm going live on YouTube and I'm going live on Facebook.
I think they're going to be doing that for LinkedIn as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's not yet. I was reading up about that last night. They didn't say exactly when they're going to do it. But, they're doing something like that. That'll be great because I have I don't know, but my audience on LinkedIn is all physicians and healthcare people.
Well,
I need to change my audience. Well, I can't because I have so many people. Remember, I used to be in healthcare.
right, but you have some products. I can help you with
Yes,
that. You've got
I
some
do
products.
have some products.
That you could market to them that would be interested because if they've got whether they're running a private practice, I mean it's all good. I mean most of the people that I'm connected with, I do have a profile during cancer research because those were people I was connected with before I ever got on here. I mean I've made connections, but now it's both. So and actually I just had somebody reach out to me I used to work with. She asked me how I was making money. I mean, she's a nurse. I mean, I worked with her for a long time.
Because the reason why she's asking you that is because maybe she's tired of her job.
Could be.
Linda, we have a lot of healthcare people with us.
Right.
We have a lot of healthcare people that has joined us that are, we're helping them,
Right. No, I mean, and anybody, I think no matter what you do, you should be looking to try to create another stream of income. I think you're foolish if you don't.
It's true. It's true, guys. It's true. 100%. You need to find a way how to create a second income. Because listen, no job is guaranteed. None.
They're not telling me that.
You don't have to tell me that. I went to school for so many years, and after I graduated, I couldn't find a job.
And it's
in my discipline. This is how I ended up doing this, and I'm happy that everything worked out.
And it's I mean, until I got into this space and somebody ever mentioned to me, you want to create more than one stream of income, I never really thought about that.
Yeah.
Until I got into this space. And then when I lost my first job, I was screwed. I was.
And you couldn't even find a job in your discipline.
No, I had a couple interviews over a year, and I was heartbroken. I had 3 interviews. You figure if they bring you back a third time, they're serious. And it was a couple weeks before Christmas, and I didn't get it, and I was just devastated. When you don't have a job and you interview for one, especially when you go in 3 times and then you don't get it, it's devastating. It really is. It's devastating.
It really is. It's definitely.
Yeah. So no, I mean, what I did was very specialized. And I interviewed with George Washington University too in DC, Washington, DC. And that didn't work out. And in DC, the cost of living compared to Philly is just so much more. I mean,
Oh yeah.
if I took my house, and actually I love DC. I think DC is a great city. But the jobs are just, and then if they were paying 80 or 90,000, what they're doing is they're paying half that or even less because they know that they can hire somebody that will take it.
It's true.
It's true.
Because what our economic system has become.
Right. Right.
It's so much easier to hire someone that's so much, it really is. It really is. It's they're thinking about their bottom line. They don't care about you and how you're surviving. They really don't.
They don't.
Because listen, I went to an interview at Cerner cross country. They flew me out and they're like, oh, we want people with high GPA. I have a 4.0 GPA, right? They flew me out there. They paid for my airfare. They put me up in a 5-star hotel. I thought it was only going to be me and a few other people. It was 24 of us, guys, for 2 positions.
Wow.
We went on 3 interviews that day. And they were paying, what was it? I think $42,000 a year.
Wow.
When I heard, and this what you were supposed, you're going to be traveling cross country, Linda. Working in the hospitals, upgrading their systems, the electronic medical records, IT work. And you're going to be traveling. So if I did get the job, I would only be in Kansas, right? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So no, Friday and Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be flying out of the country. out of state, wherever they wanted me.
Wow.
And living in a hotel.
During the week.
$42,000. I think it was $42,000. Yes.
Wow.
Who can live on that, guys?
Wow.
Who can live on that? No one can live on that. After taxes, and Kansas, who wants to live in Kansas? I'm a New York girl. Not
so
that there's anything wrong with Kansas. I'm just saying.
And then you'd be moving.
Tornado Valley.
And you'd be moving for 42,000.
Yeah, moving for 42,000. Anyway, I didn't get the job, which was good because I was like, they were actually going to pay for all my stuff to move out there, all of this stuff. But guys, to be living like this, living in a hotel for 5 days a week, and then you're at your place for just the weekend, and then you're flying wherever they need you.
Wow.
What kind of life is that? And after taxes, how much is that? What, $500 a week? So you're gonna be making what, $2,000 a month?
It was probably be $500 or $600 a week
after taxes. You cannot live on that. Right. You cannot live on that. And they want you to have a high GPA. I have a 4.0 GPA, and all of this stuff.
Well, the job that I did get was I cleared 409, and I lost that job last June. That job was $409 a week that I was clearing.
It's terrible, and listen, we got degrees, guys. We got degrees, not bachelors. We got hired on bachelor's degrees, and this is what they're offering. So there's no job security, and I'm not knocking people that have a job.
Neither am I.
But there's no job security because listen, you need to pay your bills, but you should find a way to create a second income.
Right, and they don't care. When you go on an interview and they always ask you, why do you want this job?
Oh, I hate that question.
I hate that question too. And I had a friend that him and I, we worked together at another job. He told me he went on an interview and they asked him that, and he said, I really don't want the job, and he got it anyway. Because I wouldn't answer like that because that's not what they want you to say.
Yeah.
But they're going to ask you that, and I hate that question. And I know my heart wasn't.
You know why people need a job?
To survive.
You know why people? Because they cannot pay their bills. They have food. They have children or whatever their issues are.
They have bills.
They have to take care of their kids. It's about survival. And then you go on an interview, and the interviewer has to ask you this: why do you need a job? Are you serious?
I know.
Like these interviewers, what are they thinking? Seriously, what are they really thinking?
I know. They don't want you. They don't. They try to get you trapped up because they don't want you to say I have bills to pay. They want you to say another reason that you want the job. And, you may not be excited about the job. And then they've got so many applicants. If they don't feel that from you, that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. You're done.
But you know what? I am happy I don't ever have to go on another job interview and kiss some interviewer's ass for a job.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I rather work 10, 15 hours a day with my computer building my business than have to go on a job interview and talk to some interviewer.
I
These
know.
interviewers, they have no idea either.
I
Because you know
know.
what it is? They feel that they're in power and you need something from them. Seriously.
They do. They do.
And I can't be bothered with interviewers anymore. Like I really can't.
And I didn't, that when I lost the second job, I just made a decision. I did two things I had to do for unemployment to collect it.
Yeah.
I didn't apply for one job, and I had to go out to the community college and sit through this thing. And they were saying, how many jobs did you apply for and how many interviews?
I know you were telling me.
And it's, I mean, I'm still good with that decision because I figured this is just going to give me more. There are things I can do now that I couldn't do when I still working the other job. But it's so, I mean, it's the odds are stacked against you. I mean, my neighbor her son has a friend. He's got a PhD. The only job he could get is working at Home Depot for $9 an hour part-time.
I know. What a waste, guys. What a waste of an education.
Right.
What a waste of an education. College and university, honestly, it's a scam. I totally believe it's a scam. I've spent thousands of dollars in school. Okay. You know who benefit from these college and university? The college and university. They're taking your money. They don't even teach you how to become a business owner. They teach you how to become an employee.
Right.
It's true. And it's a scam. College is a total scam. I really believe that. And I'm not embarrassed to say it because I'm highly educated.
It is. And you never hear about a college or university going broke. Have you?
No, you never hear about it.
Right.
And they promise you so many things. Oh, you know what? We'll help you get a job after you graduate and all of this stuff. They don't help you get a job.
They don't.
They don't. They don't help you get a job. They just want your money.
They don't.
Look, I know a lot of people that graduate college and they cannot even find a job, guys. They're working at McDonald's with a bachelor's degree.
Thing.
Because they cannot find a job.
Thing. Ben's asking how many still owe student loans. That's true. So many people do. But I mean, I was fortunate in that fact that the one job I had, I was at for a long time. They paid for 80% of my education. And when I graduated, I was debt free. And actually, when I lost the first job, I was debt free. I'm not debt free now. I mean, I know I'll pay it back. I got a ton of debt to pay off, but 5 years of not really having an income. But I know people that are coming out of school, they're getting bachelor's degrees, master's degrees.
Doctorate. And they're making $12, $13 an hour, guys.
Right.
They're not even working in their discipline.
Right.
They're not even working. They're working at Home Depot or the supermarket. This is serious.
It is.
This is serious. I'm not making these things up.
No, I know you're not. And if you guys don't have another stream of income and you still have a full-time job, you don't want to leave your full-time job, but start working on creating another stream of income. And a home business is one of the best ways to do that. And if you can put 5-10 hours a week into this while you're still working a full-time job, you can work 5-10 hours a week. You can, and start doing this. So, I mean, if you want to learn social media and come with us on this challenge, drop a yes in the comments, private message. If you're on Nadia's page, go to Nadia. If you're on mine, come to me. We'll get you in the group. We're starting Monday because social media is huge. If you're trying to build a home business, if you've got a network marketing company you're trying to build, whatever it is, and even if you have an offline business, because you need an online presence. You can leverage. You can leverage social media, and most people, the truth is, they're not doing it correctly. And I paid $500 for the course I got from Eric Worre, and I got to tell you, I mean, because I took that in January and went through it. If I just look over the last couple months, if I really sat down and figured out what it's got me in terms of leads and sales and stuff and engagement by just taking what he's taught and just implementing, it's simple stuff. And if you're consistent with it, certainly.
That's it.
Right.
Consistency. That's it, guys. Consistency. You have to be consistent.
You do.
Linda and I, we're consistent. We're doing videos every day. We're doing trainings every day. We're helping so many, but we're doing this every day.
Right. Yeah, I work 7 days a week, and it's fine because I set my own hours and I don't ask.
Me too. I love what I do. To me, it doesn't feel like work.
No, it doesn't. And it doesn't feel like work. Right. It doesn't. And, you know, you don't have to deal with anybody. You don't have to, you're not sitting in traffic and all that. So, I mean, if you do still have a full-time job, you don't want to, you know, because really, I think a lot of people, you don't realize when you do still have a full-time job, that's going to give you money that you might not have. And I know I was broke for a lot of this. I didn't have any kind of, there were so many things I couldn't afford. So I was spending more time doing things because if you're either going to spend money or time, so you may not have an advertising budget. But keep your job until, you know, don't quit your job. I mean, you see people saying, oh, I'm going to
Exactly.
go in and quit my job. Don't quit your job. I mean, I didn't have a choice. I lost two of them. So, and the 12.50 hour job, I was grateful for every day. So, you guys, we're going to go because actually, I've got a webinar I got to get on. But if you
Yeah,
guys,
and I have a meeting. I have a meeting at 9 o'clock.
so if you guys put yes in the comments, message Nadia or me, we'll get you into the group. We're starting Monday. You know, share this out if you think you know somebody that would benefit from it. You know, share it on it. I'll come back and look at it. I'm sure Nadia will. If you have questions, drop them in the comments too. We'll, you know,
we'll get back to you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Linda. You know, and thank you guys for joining us. And you know, if you want to reach out to me or Linda, you know, drop a yes in the comments section, private message us, and we'll get back to you right away. Okay. Love you guys. Have a great night and talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.